need some help?
Yes, I need someone to carry these cases for me.
And get a porter.
Hello. Today's programme is about some very important words in English. Need and want. And it's about how you can get what you need and want. People always need things, and sometimes people need people.
Hello.
Hello.
This is Doubles. Ah, yes. You're waiting too, are you?
No, not really. I'm with my friend. She's in there.
Oh, I see.
Have you been here before?
No.
But you'd like to meet someone?
Yes. I'd like to meet a girl who is my age or younger.
A beautiful girl, of course.
Oh, no. An interesting girl.
Interesting?
Well, a girl who can talk about different things. A girl who reads and goes to the theatre and travels. I want a lot, don't I?
No. A lot of girls can talk about different things. Why not? And they do read, and go to the theatre, and travel.
Do you?
Well, yes. Of course, girls who are interesting want to meet interesting men. My friend, for example, she'd like to meet a man with an interesting job, and is kind, and likes music, and animals.
Really?
Yes. Tell me, if you want to meet a girl, why don't you go to a social club? I go to one every week. You meet a lot of people.
Could I come to your club?
Of course you could.
My name's Alan, by the way.
I'm Sarah.
Well, perhaps I'll come back tomorrow, Sarah. But I'll see you tonight, I hope, at the club.
All right.
Goodbye.
You meet people at doubles. You certainly do.
I'd like to meet a girl who's my age.
I'd like something to read on the flight.
What about this?
No, thanks. I'd like something more modern.
I'm going to the canteen. Do you want anything? I want something to drink. What kind of thing? Something hot, I think. Coffee? Yeah, that'll do.
Tell me about yourself, Alan. What do you do?
No. You tell me what you do. I'm interested.
All right. I'm a secretary, and I've got a new job. I started last week.
Oh?
Yes. I didn't expect to get the job, really.
Why? What happened?
Well, you see, I went along to see the managing director.
This is Miss Yardley, Mr. Thompson.
Thank you, Joan. Come in, Miss Yardley. Please, sit down.
Thank you.
Well, Miss Yardley, I need a secretary. Joan is, leaving.
Yes.
I need a secretary who can type well and fast.
As I said in my letter, Mr. Thompson, I do type well and fast.
I need a secretary who can take good shorthand.
I take good shorthand.
I need a secretary who has a good voice on the telephone.
I talk to you on the telephone, Mr. Thompson.
Yes. True. And you have a good telephone voice. I need a secretary who can meet important people and make them feel comfortable.
Do I make you feel comfortable, Mr. Thompson?
Yes. Yes, you do. All right. I need a secretary who can get my plane tickets and book hotel rooms.
Of course.
Yes. And I need a secretary who can speak some French and perhaps some German or Spanish.
I pass my exams in French and German, Mr. Thompson.
Good. Very good. Well then, the job is yours, Miss Yardley. When can you begin?
Just a minute, please, Mr. Thompson.
Yes.
You see, I need a job where I'm a person, not a machine.
Oh.
And I need a job which is interesting.
Yes.
And I need a job where I can decide things, not just be told everything.
I see.
Well?
Good.
What?
Very good. You decide then. Sarah, isn't it?
Yes.
You decide then, Sarah. I'd like you to be my secretary. A person, not a machine. And sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, the job is very interesting. Ask, Joan. She'll tell you. And then you decide.
So I decided. And I like the job.
Good.
Mr. Thompson's all right.
He's lucky.
Oh?
You do make people feel comfortable. You make me feel comfortable.
It's these chairs. They make you too comfortable. Come on, let's dance.
Okay, but I still think it's you, not the chair.
I need a secretary who can type well.
I need a job which is interesting.
So you say you're not happy in the job you have now?
Yes. See, I need a job which is interesting. At the moment, I'm doing the same thing day after day.
So you'd like to change jobs? Oh, well, we'll see what we can offer. Ah, now this company needs someone who can drive. Can you drive?
Yes, of course.
Oh, well, then this job looks very interesting. They need a man who can drive a lorry.
We can go to the high street. We can get everything there.
What do you need?
I want a present for Mary. It's her birthday next Thursday.
What sort of present?
Well, not something useful. She always buys useful things. I want something she wouldn't buy for herself. And perhaps we can stop at the library. I need some more books.
What sort of books do you like?
Something funny. I like funny books.
So do I.
But first, I want something to drink.
What kind of thing? Something hot? Well, let's go to the coffee bar.
Oh! I want something to drink.
What kind of thing? Something hot.
If you need someone to give you help and advice when you visit Britain, the best place to go is the local Tourist Information Office. This one is at Dover. This information centre is one of the busiest in Britain. The girls are always very helpful. If you want to know where to go and what to see, then you have a lot of choice. There are a lot of useful books and brochures. Some cost just a few pence, others are free.
Shopping and I know.
You think you better lean in a big
shopping
No, I'm fine, I can see that.
You come to a big multi-storey car park here, and you can swing to the right, that way.
If you come to Britain by car, you may need someone to show you the way.
Turning round like that. They might be able to give you better advice.
If you're walking, the problems are different.
See if we can get. You've got a car, have you? Yes. And there's two people. Do you prefer twin bed or double bed?
Prefer double.
Prefer double. So one double, one right. In the AA guide, would that have anything? You know the AA hotels and restaurants, I think it is. Yeah. That might have something. They are. Okay, Maria. Oh. Bargain holidays? You never know. Might come in useful. Okay, well, you want the exact price, don't you? Where was it? 65?
This is a good place to visit before you make holiday plans. So don't forget, if you need someone to tell you some interesting things about Britain, visit the information office.
Your Euro check. You can change the exact amount of these, can't you?
But we have some English money, so... Yes.
Okay, that's for you then.
Yes, thank you.
Bye-bye.
Now, what you learnt again. Today's program was about I'd like to meet a girl who's my age. I need a secretary who can type well. I need a job which is interesting. I want something to drink. What kind of thing? Something hot.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I've just remembered something.
Come on, we're late. What were you doing?
I was just buying a couple of books.
The flight goes in 2 minutes. Come on.
Oh.
Hello. What were you doing 5 minutes ago? Were you reading a book? Or were you waiting for Follow Me to start? Well, that's our question today. What were you doing? In the program, of course, you'll also hear some answers. For example, what was this young man doing last night?
So there you are.
Hello.
What were you doing when I rang an hour ago? Were you still asleep?
No.
I thought you were. This is Stephen Collins' Who's That?
I was having breakfast when the phone rang.
Having breakfast at 10 o'clock.
I had a late night last night. I was working until midnight.
Working?
Yes. Well, most of the time.
Tom wanted to see you.
Oh?
He said he always got up at 6 when he was a young newspaper reporter. And when he was your age, he started work at 8 every day.
8?
He wanted to know if you started work at 11 o'clock every day.
Of course not. Where is he?
In his office. He said he was waiting for you.
Oh, well, I'll go and see him. By the way, what's all this?
Paul Oldman is in town today. I'm going to talk to him for the Weekly Echo.
Oh, that's strong.
I know. What were you doing when I rang? He wanted to know if you started work at 11.
Mr. Jones asked about you this morning. Wanted to know if you started work at 11.
There was an accident in South Street.
Did you have an accident?
Well, no. I was looking in a shop window when the accident happened.
George, this young man's from the newspaper, the Weekly Echo.
Hello, Mr. Miller?
Edith?
Yes?
He smells.
Lots of young men smell. Anyway, it's nice. He wanted to know if you worked for the Weekly Echo.
Mr. Miller, you saw the accident, I believe, in South Street yesterday.
I told the policeman. I was walking down South Street when the accident happened.
I'll make a cup of tea.
Yes. Go on, Mr. Miller.
Well, when I was walking down South Street, this accident happened.
Yes. There were 2 cars, I believe.
Yes, that's right. 2 cars had an accident while I was walking down South Street.
Could you tell me about it, Mr. Miller? What happened?
Well, I told the policeman. I said I always walk down South Street in the afternoon.
Yes, but did you see the accident, Mr. Miller?
I walk down South Street every day, and I look in the shop windows. I was looking in a shop window when the accident happened.
You were looking in a shop window, so you didn't see the accident?
No. That's what I told the policeman.
Here's the tea. Did you tell him, George?
Yes, he told me. He was looking in a shop window when the accident happened.
Oh, good.
Edith?
Yes?
Why does he smell?
He wanted to know if you take sugar in your tea.
No, thanks.
I said I always walk down South Street. I was looking in a shop window when the accident happened.
Can I ask you some questions, Mr. Oldman?
Paul.
Thanks, Paul. And I'm Helen. Can we talk about you?
About me? Isn't there a more interesting subject we can talk about? Well, if we must talk about me, my first film was Holiday Hotel. People told me I was quite good in that.
Oh, you were?
That was in 1968. And then there was October Night. I played a doctor in that film.
I remember.
In 1971, I was the husband in Green Valley. And in 1972, I was in Bus Driver.
You were the bus driver?
Of course.
And you got married that year?
Did I? Oh, yes, to Pauline, dear Pauline. And in 1973, I was the king in Small Country. Some people said I was a big king in a small country.
A big king in a small country.
Now, that's enough, Helen. You don't want to hear any more about me.
Oh, I do.
Well, there's very little to say, really. In 1974, I played Charles West in West is West. I got my Oscar in 1975, of course. That was for Friday Night Flowers. And I got married again to Barbara. And that's right, 1975. Then in 1976, there was that very good film, Peter's Problem. Very funny. And after that, people knew I could be funny as well as serious. People don't think you can be both, Helen. But a good actor can be anything. Then in 1977, I was the other man in The Only Man, and I got married to Jennifer. 1978, I was in American Airport. 1979... you know what I did in 1979, I'm sure. The beach?
Oh, yes, it was very good.
Helen?
Yes?
I'm not going to say another word about me. Now, we're going to talk about you.
What do you want to know, Paul?
People told me I was quite good.
It was your first game on Saturday, then? Yeah. People told me I was quite good. Did you score a goal? 4 goals. Fantastic.
Well, it's the Grand Tour of Edinburgh, twice daily.
I see.
The early one's at 9:30.
9:30, and
They're all listed over here.
Oh, are they?
Here for you.
Grand
And the next one is at 1:30.
and they last 3 hours.
About 3 to 3.5 hours.
Thank you very kindly. And they
You'll
start.
have to book your ticket for this tour just along here on the right-hand side.
Between £4 and £5 per person. Yes. Would you like a wash hand basin? Please. Is it for one night or?
1 night.
Your last name, please?
K-R-O-H-N.
K-R-O-H-N. Your nationality?
United States, USA.
It's 25 pence for the booking fee, please.
Give me 25 pence. All I have is £10.
Lucky you have.
See, we're right here, right beside the station.
Yes, we would like to have a room for tonight, bed and breakfast.
Between £4 and £5 for a guest house bed and breakfast.
Yes.
Is it just for tonight?
We think so, yes.
2 beds in the 1 room.
Hello, Mrs. Murray. Tourist accommodation here. Do you still have a single room available, please? Have you? Oh, great. Well, can we take one for 2 nights, please? What's your charge, please? £5.
So you want to go up to Princess Street, turn left, and it's the 3rd on the right.
Oh, yes, I see.
You can take this map with you if you want.
Crone of the USA, please. Okay, now we've booked you into the Glenorchy Hotel on Glenorchy Terrace. This is the telephone number, and it's £4.75 per person for bed and breakfast. Okay?
Okay.
I'll show you where it is. This is where we are right now, and Glenorchy Terrace is down here. So...
It's rather straightforward.
Yes, how will you be getting there? By bus?
No, we have a car.
You've got a car, that's fine. So if you can get down onto the North Bridge, just go straight the way down the road, into Mentone Terrace, and then up to Glenorchy Terrace that way. Okay?
Well, today we talked about what were you doing when I rang? He wanted to know if you started work at 11. I said I always walk down South Street. I was looking in a shop window when the accident happened. People told me I was quite good.
I want to know about you, Helen. What did you think of my last film?
There's this, and this. Let's have a look at this. Ah, this is interesting. A local man is starting a new theatre group. What do you do in your free time?
Free time? I don't get any free time in this job.
Hello again. You know what I do, don't you? I'm an actor. But what about you? Where do you work? What are you interested in? What would you like to do? Today's program is about those things. Here's a young girl, for example, who would like to do many different things.
You were here last time I came.
Was I? Yes, I've been here for 2 years.
But you're looking for a new job now?
Yes, I'd like to work in a hospital. They're not very good, are they? Yes, I'd like to be a nurse.
A nurse? I'm a nurse sometimes.
Are you? They're quite nice.
Have you got a brown pair?
Yes, I think so. Or I'd like to work in an office.
As a secretary?
Yes.
I'm a secretary too, sometimes.
I'd like to be a teacher. They have nice long holidays.
I'm a kind of teacher sometimes. But I don't get long holidays.
Ah, here we are. Here's a brown pair.
Yes, I like them.
Or do you think it's good to work in a restaurant? A waitress? Yes, I think I'd like to be a waitress.
I'll have these. I'm a waitress myself sometimes.
Do you like it?
Not really.
You're a waitress sometimes?
Yes.
And a nurse, secretary and teacher sometimes?
A kind of nurse and secretary and teacher and cook and waitress and cleaning woman. I'm all those things.
All those jobs at the same time? Where do you work?
At home, as a wife and mother.
Oh, I see.
But there's one little problem. You don't get paid.
I'd like to be a nurse. Where do you work?
So you were there for 4 years. Where do you work now?
In Canterbury. I'm an electrical engineer, but I'd like to be a computer programmer.
That's interesting. Why?
I don't know. There's a future in it. I think it's an interesting job, and the money's very good.
Are you interested in football?
Well, yes.
I am. Wonderful game, football.
Yes. Now, what shoes can I show you, sir?
I like all sports and games.
Oh, yes?
Yes. Football, cricket, swimming. Can you swim?
I'm not a good swimmer, but I go swimming sometimes.
Tennis. That's a good game.
Yes.
I'm very interested in tennis. I never miss Wimbledon, you know. I see it every year.
Oh.
And what about running? The oldest sport in the world. Wonderful. One man trying to run faster than other men. Do you run?
No. I just play table tennis and swim. And I walk quite a lot. Now, what kind of shoes do you want, sir?
You don't play golf, then?
No.
I really like golf. Mind you, I like all sports. Games as well.
You're a real sportsman, sir. Perhaps you want some tennis shoes. Or running shoes.
No.
Football boots?
No. I want some carpet slippers. Like those.
Carpet slippers?
Yes. I want to be comfortable when I'm watching television. Do you watch television?
No, not much.
I watch it a lot. You can see football and cricket, tennis, swimming, running, golf. I like watching television.
Oh, I see. You watch sport on television.
Of course. Wonderful thing, television. Yes. I'll have these. They're very comfortable. You know, my old school teacher was right. Sport is good for you. That's what he used to say. Remember that.
I will, sir. Sport is good for you. Sir, your sports shoes, sir?
My sports shoes. Very comfortable. Are you interested in football? I like watching television.
I'm not a good swimmer.
Are you interested in swimming?
Yes, I like swimming. I'm not a very good swimmer, but I like it.
Good, you can write a report on the swimming match tonight.
Oh.
Now, we'd like to know something about your hobbies. What do you do in your free time? Are you interested in the theatre?
No, not really.
I mean, what are you interested in?
Well, I like football, playing squash, hockey.
Are you busy?
Not really.
What are you reading?
It's called The Red Arrow.
Ah, they've made a film of it.
Yes. It's on at the Rex this week.
Oh. I'll see that then. You like reading, but I like going to the cinema.
I like going to the cinema too.
All right. Let's see the film together.
Go away! I don't want to buy anything. What do you want? Oh.
Help me! Help me!
Help you? Yes, of course.
There are men in my house, burglars.
Burglars? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very busy.
Oh, please, come quickly, come with me.
With you? Where do you live?
Not far from here. Quickly.
Wait. 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 Oh, come on. What are you waiting for?
Oh, my name's Anne.
Oh.
Anne Travers.
Pleased to meet you. I'm William Brent.
Stop! Did you hear something?
Yes. You said stop.
No. Up there. Are they still there?
Are they? Why don't you call the police?
I can't.
Look. You've got mice.
No, not mice. Burglars. You go first.
No. After you. You go first.
Oh, please.
It's all right. There's no one here. They've gone.
Oh, look. And there's a message on it. It says, I am watching you. The Red Arrow.
Who's the Red Arrow?
Good evening, Miss Travers.
Oh. The burglar!
It's all right. Oh, that's Frank.
Frank?
My butler.
Butler?
Frank, this is Mr. Brent.
How do you do, Mr. Brent?
Did you see the burglars?
be afraid.
He'll be afraid? Ah, 10 o'clock.
Yes.
What day is it? Thursday. 10 o'clock, RD 17. For my chest.
Oh, you have a bad chest.
Bad chest, bad head, bad chest, bad head, bad stomach, bad heart.
Oh, dear, you're ill.
No, I'm fine. Can I go home now?
Oh, please, don't go. Stay here tonight.
Well, you can see more of the Red Arrow next time. For the moment, remember, I'd like to be a nurse. Where do you work? Are you interested in football? I like watching television. I'm not a good swimmer.
Stay here?
Stay with me.
With you? All night?
All night.
Come this way, sir. I'll show you to your room.
I met him at the airport.
What do you know about him? What's his name?
John Crawford Jr.
How old is he?
40, 45?
And what's he doing in England?
He's here on a business trip. There's a new airline opening and he's going to discuss it.
I see. Well, I want you to interview him for me Tuesday morning, if that's possible.
Right.
Hello. Do you know if your neighbour watches these programmes? You don't think so? Or you don't know? Sometimes we ask questions about other people, and we're not sure about the answers. Listen to these two women. You'll see what I mean.
Oh, hello, Betty. It's you.
Yes. Hello, Joan. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Have the new people come yet? Next door?
Yes, 2 days ago. In fact, that's our new neighbour over there. He's the man next door.
Oh. Do you know anything about him?
Well, I know he's married, and his wife looks very nice. And I know they've got 2 children, 2 girls.
Do you know where they come from?
I'm not sure, but I think they used to live in Oxford.
And do you know what he does? What's his job?
I don't know.
Perhaps he hasn't got a job.
Oh, I'm sure he has. Why do you say that, Betty?
Well, he is here, isn't he? In the library, I mean. He's not at work.
Oh, yes, I see what you mean.
Perhaps he has a special kind of job. Or he had a job in Oxford, but hasn't got one here. How old is he, do you think?
I don't know. 40, perhaps 45.
That's difficult.
Difficult?
If he's looking for a new job.
Oh, but we don't know if he's looking for a new job.
What about his wife? Are you sure she is his wife?
Betty, really?
Have you talked to her yet?
No, but I'm sure she's a very nice woman. I'm going to ask her to come and have coffee.
Look, come on.
You found something then, Mrs. James?
Yes, thanks. These 3.
And I'll take these, please.
Right. Oh, by the way, this is Mr. Castle, the new librarian. This is Mrs. James and Mrs. Archer.
Good morning, ladies.
The new librarian.
I see you like stories, Mrs. James.
Yes, she does. She even invents them. I'm not sure. I don't know. I know he's married.
Good heavens.
Sorry?
Who's that?
Oh, it's all right. He comes here every day.
Do you know who he is?
Yes, Mr. Williams.
How old is he?
I don't know how old he is. It's difficult to say, isn't it? Perhaps he's 50, perhaps he's 80.
Are you sure that he's, all right?
Oh, yes. He's never a problem.
What's he like?
He's very quiet, really. He comes in every day just for a minute or two and looks for a book. His book.
His book?
Yes.
You mean he wrote it?
No, I don't think he's written any books. I'm not sure, but I don't think he ever went to school.
Ah. But you said his book.
Well, it's our book, really. He gave it to us about 2 years ago. I think it's the only book he's ever read.
And now he comes here and borrows it.
Oh, no. He never takes it home. But he wants to know if someone else has it.
I see.
He's a nice man. And I'm sure he's happy when the book isn't there.
Yes.
You see, he says the book is very good. He liked it, and he wants other people to read it.
Well, all right. Tell me, are there any more readers? Like Mr. Williams, I mean?
Oh, no. There's no one else like him.
It's not there today, Miss Jones.
Good. By the way, Mr. Williams, this is Mr. Castle, the new librarian.
Hello, Mr. Williams.
Hello. My book's not there today.
Good.
I'll be in tomorrow.
Yes. All right. Goodbye.
Goodbye. What is his book, by the way? I must read it.
You can read it now. Well, I know it makes him happy, so why not?
As you say, Miss Jones. Why not? What's he like?
I don't know how old he is.
Do you know if Ted's got any children? I'm not sure. I think he has. He's quite old, isn't he? I don't know how old he is.
afternoon job centre. Can I help you? Mr. Boyer. Is Mr. Boyer in today?
No.
No, I'm afraid he's not in today. Thank you. Bye-bye.
Is Mr. Jones in today? Pardon? Is Mr. Jones in today? I'm not sure. Thought I saw him in the canteen. Yeah, he was in earlier.
I know how it happened. Someone's been here. Who? What was that? It's raining.
Raining?
That's funny. It tastes of beer.
What's it like?
Good Kent beer.
I'm not interested in beer. Look. I'll be back. The Red Arrow.
The Red Arrow? Again?
What are you going to do? Phone the police.
No, not the police. My work is very secret.
Secret?
Mm.
What is your work?
I'll show you. This is beer.
You make beer.
Mm-mm. The beer goes through here and comes out here, but not as beer.
But not as beer.
Look.
Petrol! You can make petrol from beer. Fantastic.
Well, yes, a special kind of petrol.
What's this in here?
Ah, that's a secret. The formula is secret.
Now I understand. The Red Arrow wants your secret formula to make petrol from beer. Where'd you keep it?
Ah, that's a secret too.
Do you want a drink of water?
The results of my tests and experiments.
Oh, how clever. I must go now.
Oh, don't go. Anne,
Yes, Jim.
I want to tell you something.
Yes, Jim.
What time is it? 11 o'clock. Friday, 11 a.m., CA 341. That's it. Anne, you are so beautiful. I love you. 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 And you are so beautiful. I love you.
And you can see what happens next in the Red Arrow next time. For the moment, don't forget, I'm not sure. I don't know. I know he's married. What's he like? I don't know how old he is.
Jack! Jack! You shouldn't do that. It's very dangerous. No, it's all right.
Hello. No one should do what he was doing. In today's program, we hear a lot about what we should do and what we should not do. Why are the things we shouldn't do always more interesting?
Morning.
Good morning.
You're the new doctor?
That's right.
Well, I've come to repair your sign. The please wait sign. I'm the electrician.
Oh, all right. I'll leave you alone.
I'll only be a few minutes. Ah.
I wonder what the new doctor's like.
They say he's very nice.
Good. Oh, that's me. Well, I'll soon know what he's like.
Hello.
I'm Mrs. Fortescue.
Oh, yes.
Thank you. I, feel very tired these days.
Well, you shouldn't go to bed so late.
Oh, no. I'm, also getting a little...
Fat?
Well, yes.
That's easy. You shouldn't eat so much.
No. I get headaches in the evening.
You shouldn't watch so much television.
I suppose not. What about my sore throat? That isn't because of television.
You shouldn't smoke so much.
Well, no.
I've got to go now. I've got another job to do next door.
But what about me? I feel ill.
You should see a doctor.
But you're the doctor.
Me? No, he's the doctor. I'm the electrician. Cheerio.
Oh, I see. That explains it.
Good morning, Mrs.
Fortescue. Good morning, Doctor. I thought that man was the doctor. I told him I was very tired these days.
Well, you should go to bed earlier, Mrs. Fortescue.
Yes, quite. And I told him I was getting, well, heavier now.
You should eat less and walk everywhere, not drive.
And my headaches in the evening.
Ah, you're watching too much television.
And my sore throat.
You should smoke less.
But he said all that. The electrician.
You should see a doctor. You shouldn't smoke so much.
Morning, Jack. Go on in. You should see a doctor. Sounds bad. Yeah. You shouldn't smoke so much. And you shouldn't be so late. We start work at 9.
Well, what's he like? I spoke to the electrician. The electrician? Yes. I told him what was wrong, and he told me what to do. But he was an electrician, not a doctor. An electrician? Yes, he's working in there, so be careful. Thanks for telling me.
Hello.
Good morning. The sign is working now, is it?
Yes. And I know who you are.
Good. Be careful. You shouldn't put your hand near that. I got an electric shock when I touched it.
Oh. All right.
You're Mrs.
Green. I've come to see the doctor.
Yes, of course. Well, Mrs. Green.
Well?
What's wrong with you?
My shoulder hurts. I want the doctor to look at it.
Right. Why don't you take your dress off?
What?
Take your dress off, please. I want to look at your shoulder.
Certainly not.
It's all right, Mrs. Green. Don't worry. If you want me to help you, you should let me look at it.
Keep away from me.
Mrs. Green.
She told me about you.
Pardon?
She told me you were working here.
Of course I'm working here. I mean, have you been drinking, Mrs. Green?
How dare you! Doctor, help me!
It's all right. Don't worry.
Thanks for telling me.
If you want me to help you, you should let me look at it.
Ow! What's the matter? I've cut my finger. Is it bad? No, it's okay. If you want me to help you, you should let me look at it. Oh, all right. You should see a doctor.
Would you like something to eat as well as a cup of coffee?
Yes, please, a cake. Be careful. You'll drop everything.
You're right. Can you get me a tray?
There we are. That's all right now. And she tried to hit you with this?
Yes.
The red arrow. What's it about?
Oh. An inventor. Jim Brent. And a young girl. Anne. Someone. The red arrow is trying to steal Brent's invention. He knows how to make petrol
beer. Jim often has to take medicine, so the Red Arrow gives him a special medicine. And Jim goes to sleep. The Red Arrow looks for his formula.
Then what happens?
This.
He's waking up.
Jim, speak to me.
Anne! You've come back.
I came back to see you and you were lying here. I called the doctor.
Doctor? Are you a doctor?
That's right.
It's my chest, Doctor. Please look at my chest, and my heart, and my stomach. And I get pains in my legs. Please, look at my legs. Oh, look! Pills! Medicines! Oh, beautiful!
Stop that. Put those down.
Let me have some.
Stop it, I said.
Let go. Oh, please don't go.
Get him off. Help.
Jim, stop!
He's gone. Why do they always run away from me?
Jim, what happened to you?
I don't know. There was a man in grey with a red arrow. Here. Oh.
A red arrow? Oh, Jim. Your secret formula, I hope...
Gone. My test papers. They've gone. I'll have to start again.
Your formula, what about that?
A formula? That's all right. It wasn't in there.
It wasn't?
No. That's somewhere else. It's all right. Don't worry. You're right, Anne. The Red Arrow wants my formula.
Of course he does. He wants to make petrol from beer.
It's a wonderful thing, petrol from beer. We don't need beer, do we? It only makes people stupid. I don't like beer. We need petrol. People need petrol for their cars. But perhaps that's not such a good thing. There are too many cars, too many accidents. What do you think, Anne? 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 Taxi! Stop! Stop! Follow that car.
What car?
Oh, I'll show you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Brent.
And you should watch our next program to find out more about the Red Arrow. Today we learnt you should see a doctor. You shouldn't smoke so much. It's all right, don't worry. Thanks for telling me. If you want me to help you, you should let me look at it.
Anne, I'll get help. Stay where you are.
Don't leave us, Mr. Brent. We've been waiting for you.
Waiting? For me? What do you want?
Your formula, Mr. Brent. You are going to give us your formula.
No, I'm not. Stop! I'll tell you. I'll tell you the formula.
Hello, it's the information centre here. Would you have room for a 3-metre high motorhome on the 1440 today? No. Okay.
This afternoon.
£4.85. And that's just for your car. So for people, motorist fares, vehicle driver, £1 only.
You will find everything in these books. Hotels, routes, places of interest.
Well, do they give details of the prices as well?
Yes, it's all here.
Good, that's what we want. Now we can make our plans.
Well, I hope you enjoy your holiday.
Thank you.
Hello again. Today, you'll hear someone talking about his holiday. Talking and talking about his holiday. He really enjoyed it. And today, you'll hear some of the English you need when you travel by air or sea, or when you talk about your holiday.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. and Mrs. Sellers are going to give us a talk with pictures about
534 pictures.
Sorry?
With 534 pictures of our holiday.
Good heavens. With 534 pictures about their holiday in Spain last year. Mr. and Mrs. Sellers.
Thank you, and good evening. This is the story of a holiday in Spain, which my dear wife and I had last year. I hope you'll enjoy it as much as we did. Lights, please. Thank you. This is the beginning of our holiday at our local airport, Gatwick. That's the bookings desk. The departures board. And the arrivals board. And this is my dear wife at the check-in counter. She is checking in. This is the security control at the airport. They're checking hand luggage. Here the man is checking my wife's passport. And here is my dear wife in the departure lounge. This is my dear wife going into the duty-free shop at Gatwick Airport. And this is you-know-who
going through the departure gate. We went through the departure gate at 17:24. That is 24 minutes past 5 p.m., of course. And this is our plane. I'm sure you'll be interested to know that there are 4 flights a day from Gatwick to Madrid. The flight takes 1.5 hours, and the return fare is £120. And here is my dear wife at passport control. This is where we found our suitcase again. This is the red channel, goods to declare. But here is my dear wife going into the green channel, nothing to declare. Home we go. Lights, please. And that, ladies and gentlemen, was our holiday in Spain.
Thank heavens. I mean, thank you, Mr. Sellers. I'm sure we all enjoyed that very much. Didn't we, Mrs. Smith? Mrs. Smith!
There are 4 flights a day. The flight takes 1.5 hours.
Is there more than one flight?
Oh, yes, there are 4 flights a day.
Is it a long trip?
Flight takes 1.5 hours.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Good.
Yeah.
So I leave from Gatwick Airport and go to Madrid, then take a connecting flight.
That's right, madam. There are 4 connecting flights every day.
Good. Thank you very much.
I hope you enjoy your holiday, madam.
Thank you. Goodbye.
Why, it's Mrs. Clark.
Oh, hello.
You remember us? We came to your club to give a talk.
Yes, I remember.
Have you come here to book your holiday?
Yes.
My dear wife and I are going to book ours too. We're going to Mallorca, to Palma.
When?
The last week in July, first week in August.
But I'm going to Palma then.
Oh, really? How nice. My dear wife and I will be very glad to have someone to talk to, won't we, dear?
Excuse me. I say.
Yes, madam.
I'm sorry, I can't go to Palma after all.
We can meet at the airport, Mrs. Clark. My dear wife will be glad to have a friend on the plane.
I don't want to fly. I'll go by boat instead.
To Spain, madam?
No, to France.
I'll have my camera with me, of course.
Well, there are boats to France every hour, madam, from Dover and Folkestone. It only takes an hour and a half to get to Boulogne or Calais. I'll give you a list of the departure and arrival times and tell you about fares. Then we can make your reservation.
And afterwards, we can go along to your club again and show the pictures.
I hope you enjoy your holiday. There are boats to France every hour.
Yes, but what happens if all the seats are booked?
Don't worry, there are flights to France every hour.
What does that mean?
It means that we can probably get the next flight.
What time?
4 o'clock, 1600.
Thank you. Very nice. Thank you, Mr.
Brent.
Brent! Well, well. I was reading a book last night, The Red Arrow. There's a man called Brent in that. He's an inventor who can make petrol from beer. Very clever. Some men want to steal his formula, you see. They've got this girl, Anne, and they say to Brent, give us the formula or the girl dies. I forget what happens next.
What happens next, sir, is this.
And 250 grams of sodium chloride. And that's it.
Is that all? That's the formula?
Yes. Now, let her go.
First, we must be sure it's the right formula. We'll try it. Don't move.
Please, take that thing out of her mouth. Yeah! My feet. I forgot my feet. Ah, careful. I've got a bad back and a bad chest and a bad... Oh, God! Got him! I got him! It's the taxi driver! Don't worry. It's all right. I'm coming. You'll be all right now. It's Friday, 4 p.m.
But what will we do? They've got your formula.
No, they haven't.
What? But you gave
Not
them
my secret formula. I gave them another one.
another one?
That's your butler. And that's the doctor.
You! Jim!
Hands up!
Jim, be careful!
Don't worry, I'll show them. Oh!
What's happening here?
Nothing.
Nothing? You call that nothing?
It was an experiment. I got it wrong.
You did get it wrong, didn't you?
Jim, your laboratory, it's gone.
I know. What can I do?
You can come to London with me. I've got a house there.
I can? Oh, thank you.
I'll come for you tomorrow morning. And be careful of the Red Arrow.
Red Arrow?
Yes.
I think we better start from the beginning, don't you?
In our next program, you can see the last part of the Red Arrow. For today, remember, there are 4 flights a day. The flight takes 1.5 hours. I hope you enjoy your holiday. There are boats to France every hour.
You fools! You stupid fools! Get away! Get out of my sight!
to be shopping centre, and there's a very large department store there. You like that?
Well, if I go shopping, you won't want to come.
No, you're right. I'd rather do something else. Where can I see a football match?
Oh, well, you could go to Brighton. They're playing Arsenal on Saturday.
Hello. The important word in today's programme is where. You'll hear people asking where they can get things or do things. Some of the questions and some of the answers are perhaps not what you'd expect.
Excuse me.
Yes, madam.
Where can I get some fresh fruit?
In the supermarket downstairs.
Oh, thank you. And, things for the garden. Where's the gardening department, please?
There we are. Gardening. 6th floor, madam.
Jean?
Yes?
Look at him.
Oh, yes.
Be careful. He's coming over. Good afternoon, sir. Can I help you?
Okay. Where?
Pardon?
Where? Just tell me where, okay?
Where?
Perhaps he wants to buy a shirt.
Oh, yes. Where can you buy a shirt? In the men's department. That's on the 4th floor.
Okay, okay. I don't need a shirt. Just tell me where.
Where? Tell you where?
Jewellery.
Yes. You want a new necklace. In the jewellery department. It's over there.
I don't want a necklace. No necklace. Okay.
Okay. A hairdresser. You want to get your hair cut. In the hairdresser's shop, 3rd floor.
No haircut.
Records? Where can you get records? In the music department, 2nd floor.
No records. Okay.
He's thirsty. Where can he get a cup of coffee?
In the self-service restaurant, 7th floor.
Where
Yes.
are you
Yes.
going to meet me tonight?
Where am I going to meet you tonight?
Right.
That's your question.
Yes.
Ha, ha, ha.
Is that your answer?
Yes.
Okay.
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 Where can I get?
In the men's department, on the 4th floor.
Where can I get a newspaper?
Over there. There's a newspaper shop.
2 o'clock. Where's Mr. Thomas?
Yes, he always comes in on Saturday afternoons.
Funny, isn't it? Men don't usually like shops, but he comes here every week.
And never buys anything.
No.
Hello, girls.
Oh, there you are, Mr. Thomas.
Hello.
Saturday afternoon again. Best day of the week.
Not for us. We're very busy.
Ah.
Mr. Thomas, can I ask you something?
Of course.
Why do you come here every Saturday afternoon? I mean, men usually go to a football match or something. Don't you like football?
Of course I do. I like watching football
and playing football. But I like other things as well. Let me ask you something. Where can I see a football match?
Well, at Wembley, I suppose.
Or at Stamford Bridge. Chelsea play there.
And where can I play football?
In the park.
Anywhere else?
At a football ground.
I like listening to music as well. Where can I listen to music?
At a concert.
And where can I read a good book?
In a library.
And where can I have something to eat and drink?
In a restaurant.
All those different places. Or, think about it, girls. Where can I see a football match?
In the television department.
Right! And where can I play football?
In the games department.
Right! And where can I listen to music?
In the music department, of course.
And then, when I want something to eat and drink, where can I get it?
In the self-service restaurant. And then you can go to the book department to read.
That's it. And that's why I come here every Saturday, girls. I have a very good afternoon. Where can I see a football match?
At Wembley.
Where can I play football?
In the park.
Today, I'm going to start in the book department. I want to finish a story.
Oh?
It's called The Red Arrow.
Is it good?
It's very exciting. It's about an inventor who makes petrol out of beer. Someone, the Red Arrow, is trying to steal his formula. Jim Brent doesn't know that the girl who's with him, Anne, is the Red Arrow.
So what happens?
That's what I'm going to find out today.
Have you got the formula?
Yes, I have.
Good. Let's go then.
There they go. She'll get the formula and we'll get nothing.
Don't worry, we'll get the formula.
How can we get it?
Where can we get it? Go on after them.
And look, they're following us.
Dodge! Get off my land, you hear me? Dodge! Thugs! Hooligans! I'll call the police!
Have they gone?
Yes, they've gone. It's all right now. Goodbye, Red Arrow! Anne?
Yes, Jim. I am the Red Arrow. I want that formula.
But Anne!
I know it's here. If you don't give it to me, I'm going to kill you.
No, don't do it. Not yet.
Why not?
It's 11 o'clock.
Oh, no, not that. Not now.
Saturday, 11 a.m., JX 224.
Oh!
No! Don't do that! Stop!
Now, give me the formula.
I can't.
Why not?
That was the formula.
What?
My secret formula. In code. RD17JX224. Oh, there. Don't cry. It isn't your fault. You didn't know, did you?
You beast, you swine, you cheated me. I hate you.
No, don't say that. Anne, I love you, darling.
Let me go. Let me go.
My chance, at last.
There they go.
There they go. After them.
I enjoyed that. I hope you did. And today, I hope you remember, where can I get? In the men's department on the 4th floor. Where can I see a football match? At Wembley. Where can I play football? In the park.